And now it's recording. Okay, great.
All right.
So,
All right.
so today I have the pleasure of receiving all the way from Pakistan on the Listening Zoom Talks, Mazhar, another colleague from the exhibition industry and from the events industry. Mazhar, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you very much, Tawfiq. It was really nice meeting you here because we know each other for a long time through social media, LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and it is always very interesting to meet anybody, whether face to face. But I don't know when we will face to face meeting because when the Corona issue will be over, then we'll have a hug and handshake, perhaps. That's what
Indeed.
new normal says. I
Indeed.
don't know, but we can expect.
Yes.
We can expect. Regarding me, I am Mazhar Iqbal and I'm Director Marketing Royal Expo Force. Basically, I am accountant turned entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I was management accountant 10 years earlier, but I turned towards the event industry, exhibition industry, while working in Dubai in 2009. And then afterwards, I have never seen back towards my accountancy field. And then I'm in the industry, in exhibition industry. And my field is the stand building.
Okay.
So, stand building, I'm co-founder. I have two co-partners, and we have actually three specialties. I'm marketing, and one person Imran is designing and creative, and one more person is Rizwan is in operations. So we are all expert of our field and working very well all over the world. And our specialty is defense industry.
All right. So you're basically now your business model is basically to help international exhibitors in the defense industry on their international trade shows, correct? So you go with your clients from local to international, and you help international clients locally.
Actually, we have both.
Yes.
We actually bring our local clients over there in different exhibitions. And we also serve the international clients for local exhibition and also the exhibition in our region as well.
Yes.
Like Middle East, like Far East, like even in Azerbaijan, Turkey, and these countries.
I understand. And so what can you tell us from the perspective for Europeans and maybe North Americans who have no idea what's going on in this area, Pakistan, India, because these are neighboring countries. I know that it's completely different cultures, completely different stories, but in the event industry, how do you see the evolution of the industry in the region with COVID-19 right now?
2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just in one line. I am accountant turned entrepreneur, but also I am a motivational speaker as well in my country.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say anything which make our audience, of course, when you release this video. So I just want to boost the morale of our industry because our bread and butter and our kids and our future is industry. So I'll make those statements which are encouraging for everybody. Because I know that we are lying in our homes, we are lying in our drawing rooms, and these are our turned offices. So my words regarding this would be regarding the motivational factor as well. But I tell you, frankly speaking, I tell you that the most hit industry through COVID-19 is exhibition industry.
Okay.
Because, Tawfiq, you know that our second homes are what? The exhibition halls,
yes,
the venues, the convention halls. These are our second homes. We pass less time at our homes with family, more we pass time in the smell of paint and shouting and speaking over there with the labor and working people.
And we love it.
Unfortunately.
And we love
it. Unfortunately, those are now makeshift hospitals. So this is the very, you can say, sad aspect of industry.
Okay.
Even the other industry will rehabilitate, but till the time the last patient of coronavirus is be treated, those makeshift hospital wouldn't be equipped.
Yeah.
So from our perspective, that for the people like in our country, like subcontinent, say Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and the countries like Nepal, Bhutan, and these countries, these countries having almost exhibition, defense exhibition, textile exhibition, because this is a very textile rich area,
Yes.
poultry rich area,
Yes.
livestock rich area. So exhibitions are a lot, but problem is this: when the COVID-19 will be over. So our expectation that 2-3 months are hard for us, like this May, June, perhaps July as well. But from August, things will become and will be going towards a normalizing aspect. And
Okay.
hopefully the things will be okay for us. But the scope in the exhibition sector, as because this was sudden outbreak in December in China, and then afterwards this hit all over the world. I was expecting that this year will be the most success year of my life in exhibition industry.
Yeah. Me too.
Unfortunately,
Me too. And
then things turned.
unfortunately, we have to deal with COVID-19. So
Yeah. So now, one thing is, as the Jack Ma said in a few days earlier in one tweet, that Jack Ma, Alibaba's CEO,
yeah,
he
yeah,
said in his tweet that for the 2020, it is the greatest thing that we should be thankful to God that we're alive,
absolutely,
that we are alive.
absolutely.
When we are alive, then we can think. When we are alive, then we can dream. When we are alive, then even we can plan for our next months, our next years of life if we're alive. So my message regarding this is that we should be thankful that we are still healthy, that in our families everybody is okay in our friendship circle. For me, in the area where I'm living, it is the area about 300,000 people, and here's only 2 corona patients, and they have already recovered.
I
So
see.
from my aspect, this is very lucky one,
Yeah.
that in the area in Pakistan where I'm living.
I think what you're saying
So
is very important. I think what you're saying is very important. The people should drown themselves in gratitude. They should just be grateful for the opportunity of. It's always
being
difficult.
alive.
It's always difficult to look at your reality when you're having some trouble and when you're having some problem. It's always difficult to look at your reality and say to yourself, yes, indeed, it's always, the grass is always greener on the other side, as they say. On the other hand, indeed, when you drown yourself for gratitude and when you think about it, it's the way it is. Mazhar, how do you see the after discussing on how you see the exhibition, what are the things that you are implementing right now for yourself and for your people, for your company, for the people that you work with, your suppliers, your clients? What are 2-3 things that you're adapting to the industry that can help other fellows here in Europe or in the US? What are 3 things that are working for you right now to overcome this?
Actually, one thing, that there is no personal recommendation. We are to follow the WHO recommendation for how to be healthy. In my area, in my country, today we have normalizing little bit the lockdown. In
Okay.
2 days, some areas have been opened with precaution, ultra precautions. Like today, first day, because it was Saturday, we went. Unfortunately, this was again a holiday. But from the lockdown time, we
Yeah.
have forgotten what was the holiday day. Actually, the
Absolutely.
Saturday, the Sunday.
Absolutely.
Well,
We even
completely
I
forgotten.
even forgot what Saturday and Sunday look like, because now my Sunday looks like my Wednesday and my Saturday looks like Tuesdays.
Exactly. So from Monday, day after tomorrow, what we have planned already, we have a sanitizer gate, of course, in front of our office, and we are sanitizing everybody from toe to head, like coming the people with masks, with the gloves,
Mm.
and with all the precaution which are the WHO guidelines we have already, and I have already circulated to my colleagues already, that those who are coming, and some person will be standing at the gate checking the temperature, and if somebody has cough or some temperature a little bit higher, so he will request him that stay, or that will be tested, of course. And if he is positive, of course, he will be hospitalized or whatever the quarantine as well. But frankly speaking, Pakistan is not badly hit with corona
Mm.
as other countries. Pakistan's total population is 225 million people.
Wait.
225 million.
225 million people in Pakistan.
Yes.
That's maybe 70%. Yeah. That's maybe 70% or 80% of European population, even more maybe.
Yeah. But till today, only 25,000 cases. And out of this, 8,000, 9,000 already recovered. And in hospital, only 2,000 people are in hospital, another people are in quarantine center. Mean they have small symptoms, but just their corona test positive. That's why they are in quarantine center, and they are just recovering. Every day there are 400, 500 people recovering. They go back.
So at least, is it fair to say that at least you don't have to face the pressure that other countries are facing? Because other countries where the situation is much bigger, there's a big social pressure on coronavirus. So maybe because the cases are less than everybody else in Pakistan, it's a little bit more stable in terms of. Okay.
And one more thing which I have to tell you clearly, because my country's 60% population is living in small villages.
Yes.
Because we are most agriculture economy, so very less effect in villages. Very less effect.
Yeah.
In my village, where my father lived, actually, there is no corona. When I went over there, I had a mask, I have gloves, and I simply went over there. My father said, "What is this?" I say, "There's a corona disease all over the world. About this much people has already been died, and 3.5 million people."
Yeah, and your father is like,
"Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. No disease at all in the world." I was just avoiding the handshake, and the hug. He simply said to me, come, my boy, come.
Yeah.
But actually, I preached everybody, so be careful. This is a disease. This is a pandemic, and please be careful. So,
yeah, that's what I tell people.
Speaker, I played a lot of role in this. Yeah.
That's what I tell people. That's what I tell people. I tell people as much as I can. Yes, of course there will be denial. Of course there will be people that will laugh about it. Of course we're gonna make jokes because that's what we do. We're human. We're gonna make jokes about things that makes us sad. But it's just as serious as it is.
I mean, just at my home. Yeah. At my home, at my office, and in my actually where I have to work, we are just trying that we must have full precautionary measures regarding daily temperature checks. If somebody is coughing and ultra sneezing or so we just get it checked. But fortunately, thanks God that we are very much safe.
Yeah, thank God. Now, Mazhar, I'm gonna ask you. I'm going to ask you a couple of other questions, and maybe we can wrap up on some recommendation regarding the business of regarding the exhibition. We spoke about it until the last COVID, because there's also the factor of the attendees. I don't think attendees will go to exhibitions the way they used to go before. We all know this. On the other hand, how do you see life going back in the area in your country for 220 million people, and maybe in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka? All the countries, how do you see people reacting to going out for the basic things? Are schools opening? Are factories opening? Are shops opening? Or are you still on lockdowns?
Frankly speaking, Tawfiq, that I hope that after July, because now months are highly hot over here. Because today, we are just not running the air conditioners. Why? Because here is a recommendation that don't run air conditioner, because due to air conditioner there is also danger of there is some corona in this.
Yes,
because you will be seeing I'm sweat.
Yes,
you will be seeing there is sweat at my forehead.
Yeah.
So because here today it was about 38 centigrade over here.
Wow.
And in coming days it will be about in July it will be about 45. 46 daily.
Wow, man! These are things that we don't think about. Actually, you're not using the air conditioning because the air conditioning can help spread the virus, and you don't want to spread the virus through air conditioning. But not using air conditioning makes it basically impossible to breathe and to work outside. So and to work. So basically, that's a situation. Okay.
Exactly. So what we are thinking that precautions, of course, with less timings and with the precautions. So we are expecting that in August there will be a great rush for us for the exhibition time in
Okay.
Pakistan, because all the postponed exhibitions are in the month of August, September, October, and so on. So we are
Hopefully.
just hoping a big rush.
Hopefully.
And one more thing I tell you,
Yes.
in this area, there was already a big outbreak in winter time. It gets starts in hard summer times, it just vanish away. But we have even learned to live with the dengue mosquito, and we tackle that. And it looks that we in the East area, subcontinent, and the South Asia,
We're
we
connected.
will.
So we stopped at the last point when you were explaining about the shops, and you were explaining about Pakistan, and you were explaining about how the country is dealing with it, and how the region is dealing with it. So maybe if you want to continue touching on that, because
Yeah, just little concluding this point. Actually, we have almost same environment over here in the countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. We have same customer tradition, same people, and same type of even food and clothing are almost same to each other. So the way of dealing with COVID-19 is almost same. The same lockdown, but lockdown is not as much very tight as in your countries.
okay,
Okay,
I understand.
but spread of outbreak is not so tremendous, or you can say the terrible as like in USA, or was in Italy, or in Germany, Iran, or in some other countries which were badly affected, like UK as well. Here is
Okay.
not like this. I mean, people are, you can say people are perhaps more immune already.
Yes, indeed. I think it's. I think it's the idea of some countries where you are more averse to some viruses than other countries. I think the story is in that sense. Mazhar, what are the 3-4 things you would like to say to the audience? Basically, everybody that is either a client, a visitor, an exhibitor, whoever there is. What are the 3-4 ideas you want to share with them before we for this? How do you see things in the future?
Regarding, first of all, that for the industry people, for the organizer, because there are 3-4 stakeholders in our industry. The first most one is the organizer.
Yes.
Second is exhibitor. Third is the service provider. Because organizer and service provider will make the show by the help of, and who will actually beneficial beneficial of the show would be the exhibitor and the attendee. Now, problem is this regarding attendee and the exhibitor. The most difficult thing is preparing and making them prepared to organizer and the exhibitor, that they firstly come forward and we should have exhibition. Okay. Now you are seeing. Are you listening me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Just still, you were just still, and I was thinking perhaps there is again some problem.
No.
Actually, yeah, it's great. It's great because there was no movement. In fact, you were seeing that China has already started. China has already started. There was 5 days auto show in China recently happened, and with certain conditions and maintain distance with a mask and gloves. Even you have seen there was beauties were in the car just in auto shows, and they with the mask, but very beautiful masks were there. So it is a very good sign that shows have been started.
Yes.
Reopening of trade shows already been done.
Yes.
In Kinetic in Korea, again a show has started yesterday. Yesterday, Germany has also given up some like IUMA, their organization for industry the fair. They have also said that show should be happen, and German government are also doing. And China has already started, and you know the UFI already issued a reopening global framework for the exhibition. So under this, we all, like, first of all, the organizer and the service providers.
I see.
We must be very much linked with each other regarding this, the precautions.
So
like a religiously preaching to exhibitors and attendee that the exhibitions are the face of business. Exhibitions are the opportunities. Exhibitions are actually the multiplier and the stimulators of the business. And exhibitions are only the thing with which we can make a rehabilitation process, and the recovery period can only start with this exhibition and exhibition and exhibition.
Okay.
So this is my word to everybody. But of course, health and life is very much important.
Of course, you cannot put any amount. We agree. We don't put any amount on a human life. That's something.
Exactly.
Exactly. Between a lot of people are saying to me, yes, but you know, there's a risk. Yes, if I know there's a risk, I will not take the risk. That's it. That's something that is, I will not be the responsible of somebody in your family or in my family or in somebody else's family if we can protect ourselves. There is no amount of money that you can save to save a human life.
Of course, of course. This is the worldwide phenomenon. And one more thing, from
yes.
COVID-19, of course, business has been destroyed. Of course, life has been limited till the drawing rooms and in the bedrooms. And we have the space from bedroom to washroom, washroom to drawing room. So only we have limited. But you know that this time has given us a lot of time to think about us, to think about ourselves, to think about our relationship, to think about the future things. So, you know that Alibaba and CCIPT, the two big guns of China, big actually giants of China, they are also thinking about the virtual shows as well, and they have already started a campaign for it. Because I was expecting a question like from your side, but as this is very much relevant, that what will happen in the next.
Yes.
So that's why I'm just putting it.
Yes, yes, yes.
That being experienced industry guy from last 15 years, I have given my sweat and blood to the industry. So I don't think that the virtual shows be the replacement for the real shows. Face-to-face exhibition can only be the multiplier. Virtual shows, it means that you are simply eliminating the convention center. You are simply eliminating the service provider. You are simply eliminating all those equipment, which is billions of dollars stored in your country, stored in my country, and all
around the world. Yes. Okay. Okay, Mazhar, thank you so much for your time. I will edit the video. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, Tawfiq. It was really interesting that after a long time, I am just facing my old friend.
Indeed. I think we were connected.
I'm really happy. And again and again, we will have some bigger show like this. I will arrange some same like show. I will invite you as my guest with also talk to Larry, and we will discuss other topic like. But again, I will say that this is.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope it brought you some value. If you would like to engage, please leave a comment in the comment section. You can also click the subscribe button and activate notification to receive the updates on this channel.